we are 3D printing organs. We're printing windpipes. These are personalized medical devices printed once for one patient that fits them perfectly. Personalized therapeutics, drugs, is a big target for research and for policy. And that means you have to have the ability to manufacture, specialized drugs, based on an individual's particular need, genetic, metabolomic, all of the omics, putting all that language together. So these are real. I mean, at least in the labs and in some cases in real life, these are all real. They're not widely deployed, but they are already, happening. Not to get negative, but it takes about 17 years to get, even a change in basic medical knowledge fully deployed throughout American healthcare system. It's the same in Britain, by the way, so it's not just a function of our doctors or our systems. And so the financial model changing is one. As these technologies actually become less expensive rather than more expensive compared to existing devices, that's another big factor. And the third is knowledge. And what I mean by that is that people, patients, payers, sponsors of care have access to more real information about the costs of healthcare and where healthcare doesn't work. The fact that most medications don't really help most people that they're given to, that you can go to different facilities in the same region and have wildly different charges for the same procedure. So as that knowledge is more accessible, then people start to gravitate to what? The cheaper and the better resource or product. Finally, there's cost pressure in healthcare, which we just haven't had. We can't do this top-down from government or from healthcare systems. They can't figure it out all by themselves. They move too slowly. That being said, we do need to validate the quality of all the products and services that we use and that we promote as being helpful to personal health or health care. And so there's a conflict. But now technology, innovation, especially software, change very rapidly. And in the case of software, it needs to be updated daily in some cases to take account of the new knowledge and overcome mistakes that have been embedded in the code. By definition, the regulatory processes have not been designed to do that. They're based on paper models, pre-market certification and all of that. So it's not going to come from government. It's going to come from more bottoms up, I think. It's going to be the innovation community creating tools, some people using those tools to do things in healthcare that regulated companies haven't done. That'll put pressure on the manufacturer, the regulated companies, the providers, and government to accelerate and change how they help these products come to market. Describe the last 10 years, sort of year 0 was ideas. Year 5 we had prototypes. Year 10 we're seeing deployment, and I predict that year 15 we're going to be talking about transformation. Not total transformation, but we'll see larger systems that are transformed, new business models that are transforming the rest of healthcare.